So when it comes to managing money, women tend to leave their financial decisions, taking charge of their money. They are afraid to take charge of the money and leave it to the male counterparts of the family. कि वो कर रहे हैं ना, they are taking care of it. They leave it to their fathers, brothers, and husbands. So survey also says 33% of women take their independent financial decisions versus 64% of males take their own independent financial decisions. And also the women who were able to take their own independent financial decisions, either they were encouraged by the male counterparts or inspired by other females who were already doing so. And let me tell you, out of this 33%, 13% females are taking their own financial decisions because they have nobody else in the family to take care of the financial decisions. Either they are divorced or the husband is no more. So it is said, when you learn to take charge of money in good times, it will be easier for you to manage in the times of despair. Sooner or later, we'll have to accept this reality. We have to take charge of our own money. The sooner we learn, better it is for us. My name is Gurleen Kotiku, and today I'll be talking about why financial planning or why taking charge of money is important for women and how they can actually do it. And before starting the video, I would like to request you, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe so that you get the right information at the right time and we help you create wealth of happiness. So moving on to the video, when we talk about why financial planning is important, times have changed. Things are no more the same. More and more women have started working. So they have their own money. हम बात कर रहे हैं जब न्यूबॉर्न बेबी होता है घर पे एंड वो रो रहा होता है तो देयर आर XYZ एडवाइजर्स कमिंग फ्रॉम एवरीवेयर, लाइक इसको भूख लगी होगी, पेट में दर्द होगा एंड सो ऑन. But mother knows the best for the child. Similarly, it's your money. You know where it should be invested and what is the best thing to do with that money. So it is extremely important to have proper knowledge of different investment avenues available in the market. There are a lot of courses available where you can enroll yourself and understand what all options are there and what is good for you. And believe me, it's not rocket science. We train our mind and tell it it's very difficult. We don't understand numbers. We get stressed when we think about managing finances, and actually it is the most important aspect of our life. So money will help us in future to sustain that same lifestyle when we are no more working. So we need to treat it right way and we need to help multiply our money and put it at the right place. Second reason is more and more women are inheriting. So when we talk about inheritance, so women are beneficiaries in the life insurance policies. They are inheriting wealth from their parents in real estate or probably gold and so on. So when she's inheriting, she needs to know where all the money can be invested. So third is divorce rates are increasing. I've been talking to a lot of people who are either going through divorce or planning to seek divorce in near future. So they've been consulting me what needs to be done. They've never dealt with money all their life. आज तक पहले कभी देखा ही नहीं कि करना क्या है, मतलब there is money coming in, but what needs to be done? How to make sure that this money will be there for me and for my kids in the near future. So divorce is something that takes women down mentally as well as financially. So when you have financial knowledge and when you're taking care of your money in the good times, and I'm sure it's easier to take care of money in the times of despair. Fourth point is women have longer life expectancy. So women have longer life expectancy. They live 5 to 10 years more than men. They earn less in their lifetime because of career breaks. So that leaves her, that makes it all the more important that money should be saved for future. Money should be invested in a proper way for future, and you should have the proper knowledge of the same. So these are the few points why financial planning is important. I'm sure you must be convinced by now and ready to take charge and ready to put yourself in driver's seat and understand what all investment products are there. At the end of the video, I'll be mentioning the course that we are offering, which is specified, customized for women investors only. Customized one-to-one coaching in which I'll be briefing about what all products are there, how you can start, what all it takes to get started, and what all it takes to set your goals and you can reach where you want to. So before I tell you how you can actually do your financial planning, let me tell you, in my 15 years of career, I insist whenever I'm having a meeting with a client, I insist the meeting with the family instead only with the male member of the family. I insist it has to be with the family, which includes your female and kids as well and parents as well. So होता क्या है जब आप full family के साथ आप meeting कर रहे हो, so they also get to know what all insurance policies are there, what all investment has been done. Eventually helps the family understand what is the portfolio. This is my observation. इससे दो फायदे होते हैं. One is, the family is aware of what the father or husband is doing with the finances. And also, women and kids are very smart. They can give their inputs. This is not right. This, I believe, is the right. And they become the decision makers. This is how we help women in the family take charge of the money matters. So women have, always been good savers. When it comes to saving money, they know very well how to save money. And वो demonetization में पता लग ही गया था कितना पैसा women ने save किया था. But they are reluctant to invest that money just because they're afraid that they don't have proper knowledge of products and investment options available. They don't want to take that extra risk and they don't want to be blamed for that. These are all apprehensions. You just have to do it to understand it and make yourself comfortable by taking that decision. Take small baby steps and then eventually you can move on to bigger investment decisions. So first is plan separately from spouse. If you're a working woman, you can plan separately from your spouse. You can write down what your inflows are, what your outflows are, and what are your financial needs. What are your aspirations, where you want to reach. So you can sit by jotting all the points down, and then it will help you understand where you are and where you want to go and how you can go there. So it'll also help you. You'll be keen to understand what all different options are available for yourself. What all, where all money can be parked. What are mutual funds? What kind of mutual funds suit me? Once you write down all the financial needs that you have and your inflows and outflows, it will help you understand that. Second is, we are good at budgeting. So why not do budgeting in our personal finance as well? So like I mentioned in the first step, writing of inflows and outflows. So budgeting will eventually help us identify what is the surplus that is left after spending on whatever we are doing. And it will also help us identify between needs and wants. Are we overspending or are we underspending? There is something that I want probably 2 years, 3 years down the line. Should I save more money towards that goal? It will help you define your goals as well. So next is start by building emergency fund. So when I talk about emergency fund is something that should be touched in case of real emergency. So emergency fund is something which should have 3 to 6 months of your expenses lying in the bank account or liquid funds or any other product, which is, it should not be cash, any other product which you can liquidate very easily, even if it is required overnight. Next step is start by investing small. So you can always, test the waters by investing smaller amounts of money. And when you are comfortable with it, when you are, when you've got hold of it, you can start by investing more amount. Next step is demarcate clear boundaries. So there should be set boundaries, these are my routine expenses and these are my lifestyle expenses and these are something, you take charge of that expense. For example, in a household, there are different heads of expenses. So you take charge of one expense and the husband takes care of the other. So that way the expenses are also divided and there are clear boundaries who is to be, spending on what. And it will help you define what are your personal monthly expenses and eventually what are the savings. So next is you need to have clear written financial goals, period. So this is the most important aspect. We tend to keep the financial goals in our head. So this is the financial goal. I want to do this. I want to achieve this. However, it is there in my head, but I don't want to write it. So believe me, once you've written those goals, you will be able to achieve them easily. You'll be able to achieve them faster and you'll be able to walk towards the right, walk on the right path to achieve those goals. Financial goals are generally retirement planning. So I'll give you a nugget here. When we talk about the expenses, the post-retirement expenses. So currently, if a household runs at, let's say, 30,000 per month, for the same lifestyle, you need to have 80,000 per month after, let's say, 20 years. So this is inflation. So you need to plan for your retirement right now. You can't plan for your retirement at the age of 55 to retire at 60. So you need to give it the, breather and you need to let the money grow by investing it right away. In the last, I would like to say it doesn't matter at what stage of life you are, either you are single or married, student, working, non-working, financial planning should be your priority. And from now on, I'm sure I will get the feedback from you ladies that financial planning has become your priority and you've started taking charge. All the very best and have a great financial life. I'll be there if you seek any help. You can get in touch with our team at the below mentioned number or email ID. And also, as mentioned earlier, I'll be sharing the financial coaching that I'm providing one-to-one coaching that is customized women financial planning coaching. So if you think you want to go and take the next step and if you want that extra push, so do get in touch. And a very happy Women's Day 2021. So see you soon.